Hello children, in today's class we are going to discuss about pressure exerted by liquids and gases. Already we have discussed about the topic pressure in the previous class. Pressure, which is nothing but a physical force which you apply on an object. Got it? But here we are going to see how liquids and gases are going to exert pressure on an object. So to understand more about this topic, let us look into an activity. So to do this activity, you will need a transparent glass or a plastic pipe like this, which has been shown in the figure. It should be in a vertical position. So take this transparent glass or a pipe as well. You will need a good quality rubber balloon. So you have to stretch the rubber balloon at the end of this glass pipe. And after stretching it, hold this glass pipe at the middle. After holding it, ask one of your friends to pour some water into the pipe. Once they start to pour water into the pipe, just note the height of the water in the column of the pipe as well. Once they start to pour water, what will happen? The rubber balloon will start to bulge out like this. So what is the reason behind that? The rubber balloon that starts to bulge out like this, it is because of the pressure which is applied by the liquid which you pour inside the pipe, right? So the more water you pour, what will happen? The more the rubber balloon will starts to bulge out. So by this activity you can understand now how the pressure is exerted by the liquid. Even based on the other activity, you will be able to understand much more clear. In activity 2, you will be asked to take a plastic bottle or a cylindrical container. So it can be an empty plastic bottle like a Coca-Cola bottle or anything, whatever you have in your home. And what you have to do is you have to drill 4 holes all near the bottom of the bottle. So like this you have to do. See here, an empty plastic container first you have to take, and you have to put holes at the bottom of the bottle. See here, this is the bottom. In this bottom you have to drill 4 holes near the bottom of the bottle, and all the 4 holes should be at the same height from the bottom. So after drilling holes, you have to pour water into the bottle. So fill the bottle with the water, and once you start to fill it out, what will happen? The water will start pouring out from all the 4 holes. And if you notice what happens, from all the 4 holes the water will start to pour out at the same distance. So what is the reason behind this? The liquids exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Walls, which is nothing but the outside, the holes of the container, the holes which you have put on the container, which is nothing but the walls. So from the walls of the container, the liquids will apply pressure to pour the water outside of the bottle. Clear? Now we have discussed how liquids exerts pressure, that is how the liquids apply pressure on an object or on the walls of the container. But now we'll see how gases also exert pressure. So do gases also exert pressure? Yes, of course. So you can take an example, a simple example for this. When you start to inflate a balloon, what will happen? You will just close your mouth and you will start to inflate it. And once you finish inflating a balloon and once you open your mouth, what will happen? The entire air which has been filled inside the balloon, here balloon will be considered as the container, and because it is holding all your air which you have given inside the balloon. So once you release your mouth from the balloon, what will happen? The air which has been inside the container will start to exert out, will start come out of the balloon. There what happens? The gas which you have filled inside the balloon is coming out because of the pressure has been applied on it. Now you understood. So this observation suggests that air also exerts pressure on the inner walls of the inflated balloon. Clear? So in the next topic, which is nothing but atmospheric pressure. Before getting into the topic atmospheric pressure, what is an atmosphere first of all? Which is nothing but a layer or a set of layer of gases surrounding a planet. So this atmosphere is completely surrounded by air. Without air we cannot survive first of all. So air is everywhere around us, right? And this envelope of air, this entire air which we are surrounded by, is known as the atmosphere. In atmosphere we have many layers of gases like troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. So if you look at this picture here, see, this is the earth, where above the surface of the earth you have many different layers of atmosphere like this. So each and every layer defines its own uses. And so this particular pressure exerted by this air, which is known as atmospheric pressure, because the atmospheric air extends up to many kilometers. If you look at this picture, see here, from the surface of the air until till the level of the troposphere, you can see the flights could travel, and above the stratosphere you can see the stars, and above the mesosphere you can see the satellites or space flights. So all these things will go above the mesosphere surface. So this level of atmospheric air, which extends up to many kilometers, which is nothing but this atmospheric pressure, which explains very clear about atmospheric pressure. You can take a simple example where the gas cylinder which comes to your home, in the gas cylinder which consists of a vapor over liquid, that is, it is half filled with liquid, and above the liquid half of the container has been filled with gas, which is nothing but air. So there also the atmospheric pressure plays a role. Got it? And you can take one more simple example for the atmospheric pressure. What you have to do is just take a small rubber sucker, a good quality rubber sucker, and press it hard on a smooth plain surface like how it has been shown in the picture. So once you press it hard on a plain smooth surface, the rubber sucker gets stick to the surface, and if you try to pull it off from the surface, you will not be able to pull it off. So what is the reason behind that? It is because the force which you applied is large enough to overcome the atmosphere. So okay, see here. So when you press the rubber sucker, the air between the cup and the surface escapes out. So the air between the cup and the surface, once it escapes out, it gets stick to the surface. So to release the sucker off from the surface, what you have to do is you have to apply the force which is large enough to overcome the atmospheric pressure. So only when you put some large force on the rubber sucker, you will be able to pull out the sucker from the surface. So now you would have got an idea how large the atmospheric pressure is there around the air. Got it? So I hope you understand this topic, children. Thank you.